Okay, so just an FYI, actually, okay, what was supposed to happen was Shan told me she wanted to update on Monday. So I was like, awesome. I don't have to think of a topic. I don't have to update on Monday. I don't have to find someone for Wednesday. It's all good, my life's a little easier. Shan didn't update on Monday. Not my fault. I probably should have just checked in with her about halfway through the day and be like, are you updating or what? Or I should have called her or something, but I didn't. I was a little busy. But I'm sorry. But you know what? You always come up with such good ideas, such great topics, so I'm sorry. You can blame me. I'm sorry. It's my fault. But, okay. So this week's topic is children. Children, oh man, I have mixed feelings about children. I want them, but I don't. I'm not having children for a long time. I'm definitely gonna wait until there's someone else in my life to do it, or at least until I'm way more stable in my financial and my housing and my employment and my career and all that kind of stuff. But so me and my best friend Becky, she was last week's Wednesday, or she's dating Valerie. We always joke around, and she calls my dad Grandpa because we always say we're gonna have children together, and she's gonna carry them, and it's gonna be like we're gonna just raise children together, and yeah, it's hilarious. She every time she sees my dad, she's like Grandpa, and and my dad just thinks it's hilarious, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna be a grandpa anytime soon. I'm like, Becky's deal. But yeah, we joke about that all the time. But for real, children, I'm kind of torn between how I do want to have children when I'm obviously in a position to do so. On one hand, I kind of want to adopt because there's a lot of children out there who need homes already without creating, more children. I kind of want to adopt or be a foster mom, or because it seems like a good idea. There's so many kids out there who don't have homes, and I just want to be like, oh, I'll love you here. But other than that, if I did have children, I would never personally carry a child, ever, 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 ever. I couldn't do it. I don't want anything I don't want a baby. I don't want another human being inside of, well, I don't want a person growing inside of me, inside my belly. Well, inside my uterus, whatever. I don't want that, personally. I don't want to be that responsible that that someone else's life depends on my life. I don't want that at all. I don't want anything growing inside of me. I don't want any sperm inside of me. None of it. I don't want any of that. If the person I ultimately end up with does want to carry a child, I think that'd be great. I would totally support that. One way I think I would like to do that, if they want to if my future partner wanted to use her eggs, and maybe my brother's sperm, so that the child still has some of my genetics and some of my physical traits, I think that'd be great. I think that'd be totally awesome. I talked to my brother a few times about that, and he seemed to be on board with that. I would love that, actually. I would love to have a child that's actually my flesh and blood, and to actually say, I created you, you're part of me, because it would be. I mean, any child I adopted or anything would be a part of me, but, just the genetic stuff. I'd love that. I think that'd be great. But, yeah, children aren't in my future for a long time. I have birds and puppies right now, and I'm good with that. I had a goldfish a couple of years ago, and it died. And I'm not, no. I graduated up to dogs and to birds. And even then, they're my dad's mostly. I'm too young. I'm not ready to have kids yet. No, not at all. But I love kids. I have, a dozen or 13, between a dozen and 15 cousins on my father's side, and I love them to death. I have the most beautiful family ever. I love kids. Every time I see kids, I'm like, ooh, baby, I want one. But I couldn't handle the real responsibility of one yet. But I love them. They're adorable. I love children. This is like the total, I guess, girl in me, I guess. But I have names for my future children. I do. For a boy, I just really kind of a boy name. I love the name Toph, as in like Chris Topher, T-O-P-H, but just Toph. Not Topher, as in Topher Grace, because I didn't know that was a real name until like years later. I actually got this from a book that I was reading when I was in like 6th grade. But I love the name Toph. I think it is like the cutest name ever, and I want it to be Toph Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N, after my father, because my father's name is Brian. I was gonna have it like Toph and then my dad's middle name, but my dad's middle name is Eugene. No. So I kind of went Toph Eugene. If I do have a girl, I want the middle name to be Marie, just because it's a family middle name. But other than that, I don't. I love different sounding names. I really don't ever want a child that's Mary or Anne or Elizabeth or, you know, any generic name. I love my name because it's so different, and I want a kid that's gonna have, you know, a different sounding name. I think that'd be really cool. A little bond between us, a little mother-daughter, mother-son bond. I think it'd be sweet. But yeah, no kids are in my future for a long time, so I don't really have to worry about this. This is just all a big game for me. I have my puppy, Shadow, and he's, you know, a big enough thing for me, responsibility as of now. So yeah, not anytime soon. But yeah, I love kids. I think they're great. I like to play with them, like checkers or something. I like to give them stickers, and I like to spoil them, but I don't want one for my own. And I don't want one like a baby. I don't want. No. They can take all that stuff out of me for all I care. Not happening. But yeah, that's my take. Hopefully next week Shan will be updating, or I'll just update and be on Monday again. Who knows? I'll see you when I see you. Bye.